I just wish we could have helped her. We could have done something. Anything to stop her going through this.
Peter, you risked your own life to save her. You couldn't have done any more than that. I'll never forget it.
Well, morning.
Hi. So, feeling any after effects from the last few days?
Nope, nothing at all. We got off easy, didn't we, compared to some?
We did. Any news on your dad?
Well, our Mike reckons he's gonna be okay. It's Ben I'm more worried for and little Kylie.
Still in safe hands, eh?
Yeah, I suppose so. Right, I better get into work. There's gonna be a million things that need sorting out in there.
Okay, fine. You sure you don't want any breakfast? Susanna just make some coffee.
No, thanks. I'll get something in the bar. Max, you are sure it's okay me being here? It's just, well, I'm worried about people seeing us spending so much time together and, you know, putting two and two together.
You think they would?
Well, I don't know. I just don't want anything to get embarrassing for you. Oh, and did Susanna mention about me seeing if Katie could move in here as well?
Yes, she did. Well, I suppose it would make it more natural you staying here. I think you should do whatever makes you happy, and Susanna, of course.
Well, thanks. I'll give Katie a ring and see what she says.
Okay, I'll get Julia to make up the spare bed just in case, eh? Bye.
Bye.
Oh, you're up early?
Oh, yeah? Yeah, I just thought I'd get a few jobs done, you know, before I go out and get a few jobs done.
Progress, I'm impressed.
We aim to please.
Have you seen any of my union stuff, you know, like my correspondence files?
No point in asking me. I didn't do any of the packing, did I?
No, you never do. No, it's in a green folder in a box full of padded envelopes with other stuff. It's the first lesson I had through about that ginger one getting dismissed.
Not that ginger one again. She's off her head, eh?
No, it's me who's off my head for bothering with her. She's always hungover and work, you know. Eyes out on her like sticks. And God knows what she pumps into herself on weekends. Can't be good for her. And talk about being gobby.
Yeah, well, you'd know all about that.
Hey, don't you go comparing me with her. This kid was brought up under Thatcher, remember? Calls the unions fit to burn and still expects us to stand by her.
So why are you bothering then?
Because, Greg, it's not just about if you rob chickens. Look, the company's paranoid about this big new share issue they've got in the pipeline. They reckon if we all walk out in sympathy with her, they're dead. They get a load of bad publicity, and that is guaranteed to screw up the prices of the shares. Well, if they fall below a certain level, can you imagine what they're saying? The company will go into liquidation. Mass job losses, the lot.
Makes being self-employed sound boring.
Here they are. And you do it here somewhere.
There you go. Another job crossed off your list.
Oh, very nice. No, it looks great.
I'm not just a pretty face, you know.
Your bum's not bad either. So, what's next? You finishing the plastering in the hallway?
No, love. I'm going to be tied up on a parade for the rest of the day. The health and safety I've got is clearing out, making the place safe. I can't just not turn up, can I?
So this place will never get finished then?
Of course it will. It'll just take a little bit longer, that's all.
At least I got me splash back.
Yeah. But give it till tomorrow to dry before you use it, though, love. Don't worry. Once the dust settles on the parade job, me and our Jason will have loads more time to spend around here.
Miss Dixon?
That's right, yeah.
The name's Bond. Neil Bond. I'm the investigating officer with the Health and Safety Executive. I'd like to talk to you about the explosion. If I may?
Yeah, of course you can. Come in.
This won't take long. I believe you act as an agent for the flats upstairs?
That's right, yeah. But I don't own them, though.
No, I'm aware of that.
So, has anyone decided what caused the explosion yet?
That's my job, to try and piece together the puzzle of what happened and why. Now, could you tell me what appliances you were responsible for providing up there?
Well, none really. The flats are basically unfurnished, so any appliances are fitted by the tenants.
So you didn't supply or fit any appliance in the end flat on the corridor, where the seat of the blast was?
No, like what?
A cooker, for example?
No, nothing at all. It wasn't even carpeted, so it certainly didn't have a cooker.
So the responsibility would lie with the tenant?
That's right, yeah.
Who was?
Well, it was my dad, actually.
Mr. Ron Dixon?
Yeah.
You wouldn't happen to know where he got his cooker from at all?
No, I wouldn't, sorry.
Well, thank you for your time. That's been very helpful. I'll obviously have to talk to Mr. Dixon myself.
Listen, I don't know if you know, but, well, he's still in hospital, so it might be best to leave him.
Actually, I think you'll find that he's being discharged today. I'm in regular contact with the hospital authorities in situations like this. Oh, If you do see him before I do, would you tell him we're going to have a little chat?
You are definitely extracting the Michael. I thought I asked you to bring me some clothes I could come home in.
Well, they look okay.
Yeah, but you could have got me something a bit less... Look, come on, super fairy animals.
Well, look, that's all I had time to grab when I was escorted into the flat. I didn't think I'd need stuff for you as well.
And what about these trainers? Have you ever thought about running them through a washing machine?
Yeah, thought about it, yeah. Come on, let's get you round to Julia's.
Julia Brogan's?
Well, where else do you think you'd be staying? That's where home's going to be until the flat's sorted. With me in Julia's box room.
So hard knowing what to think, isn't it? I mean, one minute you look at her and you think how weak she seems. And how she'll never get better. I mean, just because we can't see any change, it doesn't mean she's not fighting inside, does it? Peter? She's opened her eyes.
Are you sure?
Kylie? Kylie? Kylie, Mummy's here.
Look at the state of me shop. Stand no chance of starting that up again, do I?
Yeah, well, let's just wait and see what the insurance people say first.
I'll put my heart and soul into that place. My stock will be in bits, let alone what it'll cost to set it up again.
Oh, Sinbad, you were lucky. So lucky.
Still can't believe I walked away from it. You know, I could be standing here now with no legs. Wish your Ben would have had some of my luck. I tell you what, why don't you go down the Aussie and see him? Go on, I can go and blag myself a cup of tea off Rachel in the bar.
You sure?
Yeah. Annie, don't forget to tell him that we're all thinking about him.
I will too. And who knows, I might get there and find he's turned a corner. He could be proving all them doctors wrong for all we know.
Well, that's the Ben I know.
Ta-ra.
Ta-ra, love. See you later.
Hiya. Hiya.
You've allowed him out then, have you?
Under sufferance. I'm going to see our Ben now.
Oh, right. Tell him I was asking after him.
Oh, I will do. Everyone's been brilliant.
See you later.
Ta-ra.
Hiya.
Hiya.
Is he any better?
I'm afraid not now. It's going to take a long time. A very long time. Oh, this lot's some mess, isn't it?
I know. It's a miracle no one was killed, apart from poor Jason's dog.
Anyway, should you be up and about with your war wound?
It's okay, a bit sore, but anyway, you're a great one to talk.
Needed some fresh air. Who's that fellow with the clipboard?
Oh, Mr. Bond's his name. He has to do all the investigating stuff into the cause of the explosion. He's been crawling around everywhere looking for clues.
Well, good luck to him.
Take it.
Thanks. Is Eleanor out all day?
Yeah, in court. Just like the last few days affected her, she.
She's been amazing. I couldn't believe it when I heard what happened. I'd only just found her, and I thought...
Made me think back to when my dad died. You know, it was such a shock, you know, being able to see him and talk to him one minute and then the next. That was it. He'd gone. I suddenly realised how much he meant to me.
What happened?
He was killed in a car crash. I was the youngest, so we'd always have a big cuddle when he came home from work. And he'd tell me about all the bad things that had happened to him in the day and see that the cuddle was magic and I'd helped him make all the bad feelings go away.
Sounds like he was a really great dad.
Well, he was my dad. He was bound to be better than anyone else's.
Do you want to know where I was when the blast happened?
Yeah, OK, if you want me to know.
Well, I went to visit Marcus in prison. But I didn't have the guts to tell him who I was, so he still thinks I'm just a research student. Promise you won't say anything to Eleanor, though.
No, of course not. And you didn't let on to me who you really were.
I just couldn't. I'd found out so much about him, and I was just so desperate to meet him and talk to him. And now I don't know if that was the right thing to do, even. It was so hard trying to talk to him and suss him out at the same time. And all through the visit, I just wanted to tell him he was my dad.
You gonna go and see him again?
I doubt it. He sent me a visiting order, though, so I can if I change my mind.
Well, I think you should go. I think it'd be made up if you found out who you really were.
What a mess. Doesn't look like there's much chance of getting my own clothes out.
You're lucky if there's anything left of them.
Is that HSE fella you were talking about?
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, I thought so. He's got jobs worth written all over him.
Listen, I'm going to go and get a paper. Do you want me to go and tell our Jackie that you want to see her?
No, you're all right, son. I'll make my own way in a minute. You carry on. All right.
All right.
Any clues about what happened, yeah?
Nothing definite yet. But the health and safety fella's been going over everything. He's bound to find something soon.
Oh. He seems to be having a good nose at that cooker there.
Yeah, he was just saying the hose looked a bit dodgy.
Oh, you mean, faulty like?
Can't say, but even I could tell. One of the end unions is being cross-threaded.
You what?
Well, it's been botched up when it was fitted at some time in its life.
Oh, Rach. Oh, I'm really not sure you should be doing this, you know. You should be resting.
I'm okay if I'm not lifting. I want to help you get this place back to normal. It's driving me up the wall sat round at Sinbad's on my own all the time.
Well, all right, but go easy, OK?
I will, don't worry. So have you had official permission to reopen today?
Well, nobody says I can't, so I'm just going to quietly start serving coffees and stuff, see if anyone makes a fuss.
Like the health and safety people.
Oh, yeah. They're the last people who want on me back. That Mr. Bond fella who came round this morning was really on the ball.
Everyone's been saying how efficient he is.
Yeah, well, I just hope he comes up with some answers. I'll get nowhere with the insurance company till we find out what happened.
Jack, your dad.
Hello?
Hiya.
Hiya. So they've let you out then?
Yeah. Our Michael brought me some clobbering.
You OK?
Seem to be. You two all right?
Yeah, great, thanks.
I didn't believe our Mike when he said you were in the maternity ward.
Yeah, but you know what it's like these days. They put you anywhere in an emergency.
Funny, something that me and your mum always used to talk about that. What it would be like the day that you were all grown up and had a baby of your own. And of course, we'd have been there, the proud grandparents standing by your side. Still, that's something that's not going to happen for quite a while. I bet you're glad the bar wasn't damaged.
Yeah, we got off lightly, didn't we?
Would have been hard to stomach this place getting wrecked. After all you've done. You've put everything into this place, haven't you, Jack?
Well, I've tried, yeah.
And you could have done with a bit more help off me, you know.
Dad, you know the success of this place isn't just down to me. You played your part in it as well.
Sort of, until I started to mess you around.
Dad, you weren't messing me around.
Jackie, please. I know how hard I made it for you, love. And I've had a chance to think things through. Believe me, I'm not very proud of what I did. I treated you like some crook of a business partner, just out for everything you could get. And for some reason, and I don't know why, I forgot that you were one of the proudest achievements of my life. My own daughter. Jack, I don't think you know how much it means to me just to see you safe.
Dad, when you were in that flat and the place was totally wrecked, I really thought I'd lost you.
Hey, come on. I made it tougher stuff than that, you know that, don't you? Take more than a little explosion to see off Ron Dicko. Jack, can we just be friends again? I just want us to be able to talk again. And I want to be able to get a smile off me little girl. I just want us to be mates, Jack.
Well, her chest certainly sounds better.
Great. I'll bring in the mother. You can come in now. Just get this down the lap.
Hello, darling.
She's gonna be all right.
How are you?
Hi, everything okay?
Oh, fine, thanks, love. I got your message about Katie. Do you know she'll be moving in?
Yes, Jackie phoned, and any time now they'll be here.
Oh, righto. I'll set to and make up a bed for her.
That's great, thanks.
Oh, the poor loves. Fancy not being able to get back into their own flat. It's very noble of you to take pity on them. It's just like the spirit of the Blitz all over again.
Well, not quite.
Oh, believe you me, love. I know. Oh, and before I forget, I think you ought to get the lock fixed on the bathroom door. Save any embarrassment, like. You know, now that you've got two new bad young girls roaming around the place. And you know what people are like for talking.
Right, that's me packed then.
Are you off already?
Yeah, I arranged time with Jackie. Listen, if Eleanor phones me, tell her I'll be back soon. And thanks for having me at such short notice. I've enjoyed staying with you.
It's been nice having someone to talk to. Listen, I've been rereading this letter from Marcus with the visiting order, and he says he's got an article to show me which will help me with my research. And he says he was really impressed with me. I think I might go and see him again, you know.
Well, of course you should. And if he was really impressed with you, there's no reason why you shouldn't tell him who you are, is there?
Maybe I will, yeah.
Life's too short for maybe. Just go for it. See ya.
Yeah, bye.
What have they said?
She's come through the operation okay. Her temperature's normal, her pulse is strong, and just loads of other stuff I couldn't quite take in. But they said she'll be really tired for a few days. Fingers crossed she's on the road to recovery.
I knew she'd get there. I knew it. I'll go and phone your mum and dad, tell them they can come and speak to their granddaughter. They'd be gobsmacked.
Peter, I just want to say thanks for everything you've done to save Kylie.
Lindsay, you know you don't need to say anything.
But I want to. I mean, without you, she wouldn't be getting better like this. And whatever happens between us in the future, I just want you to know you'll always be one of the most important people in Kylie's life. And mine.
Lindsay.
All finished. Oh, thank you.
Come on. Kylie wants some more.
Oh, look at you, darling. Mummy loves you.
Oh, thanks.
Wow. It just kicked again. It's really moving round, to feel.
Well, it's much livelier than when we were trapped in your flat, eh? You guys can.
Katie, I've just seen Max with his hand up Jackie's top.
What?
With his hand up her front like he was groping her or something.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Well, it's only a small room, isn't it? He's probably just trying to get past or something. Why don't you stay and help me unpack, eh? Yeah.
There you go, mate.
Cheers, mate.
If you need anything else, just give us a shout.
Yeah, right, yeah.
You all right?
Yeah, it's just being back around here near where it all happened. Just brings it all back, you know.
Yeah.
Now, Mr. Dixon, I'm currently involved in an information gathering exercise about the blast, and I'm wondering if you can answer a few questions for me.
Well, I'll try.
Hiya. You okay?
Yeah, just... My uncle's giving me a bit of jip, you know. How's Ben?
He had the neurosurgeon with him, so they wouldn't let me in to see him. I'll have to go back again later. Oh, it's a tragic sin. Thinking of him lying there like that. And all because he was a decent lad who tried to take his responsibilities seriously. Well, too seriously. That's obvious now.
Let's go away, love. I've had enough.
No, it was just a shell when we moved in.
So you bought the cooker yourself?
Yeah.
Could you tell me who fitted it?
Yeah, the fella I bought it off.
Do you know if he was a registered gas installer?
Well, he told me he was.
Would you be able to give me the details of this gentleman? I'm going to need to speak to him myself.
Not off the top of my head, no.
Could you tell me where his premises are?
Oh, I didn't get it from a shop. I got it off the small ad, you know, in the back of the papers.
Ah, right. You wouldn't happen to have a copy of that advert anywhere?
No, well, I did have, but it got blown up.
I see. This was a local paper, I presume?
Yeah, last week's.
Well, that's all right. I can soon order any back copies. Do you have a note of his phone number?
No, sorry, I haven't, no.
No problem. I can order an itemised phone bill on the line you used. First thing tomorrow, I can start cross-referencing the phone numbers. We'll soon track him down.
I thought you were investigating some dodgy gas main. How come you're so interested in my cooker?
Well, let's just say that it's figuring significantly in our investigation.
All right.
And if it was supplied and fitted by a cowboy, we need to stop him before it happens again.
I see. And I suppose that'd be on his back big style then, eh?
Indeed, we will. This is a matter of public safety, and I'm charged by law to prosecute where appropriate. We're talking about a serious criminal investigation here.
Linz, Prezzi's reception. There's more to come. Looks like a posh one, doesn't it?
Isn't it brilliant how many people have been thinking about you, eh? Wanting you to get better.
I've called your mum and dad. They're on the way. I'm surprised you couldn't hear the screams from here.
I know. Should we open this one in the nice posh box, eh? Now I must write some thank yous to all of these people.
Be nice having some good news for them, won't it?
Kylie, you've got so many cards and presents because everyone thinks you're such a special little girl, don't they?
I'll go and get the rest.
Let's see. Oh, look at that. It's a lovely bear come to play. Oh, he's lovely, isn't he? Do you see who he's from?
It's from Uncle Barry.
The first of a new series next tonight, which gives enthusiastic amateur cooks the chance to run a professional restaurant kitchen. A lady with a pudding passion has to do a little sweet talking in Chef for a Night.
I'll do those dishes, love. You carry on with your revision.
No, you're all right. I don't mind.
It's funny, isn't it? Never be able to get used to the dishes if you didn't have exams.
Ow!
And God forbid this one should lift her finger to do anything to help. Scoot, missus. Get your blazer.
Right. Thanks, Mum.
Mum, what's that doing in there?
What?
Candy's collar.
Well, we don't really need it anymore, do we, love?
I know, but...
There's no point in hanging on to a tassy old collar, is there?
I think I'll keep hold of it if that's all right with you.
Oh, hiya, love. Is your dad in?
Mom.
Excuse.
Hiya, what can I do to help?
Oh, well, it was your husband I was after, to be honest.
Oh, why?
I just wanted to thank him, you know, for everything he did the other night.
Oh, don't be soft. He was glad to help.
I know, but God knows what would have happened to our Kylie if he hadn't been around.
Sure, right.
Yeah, she's a lot better, you know. I mean, she's got to stay in for a day or so, and our Lindsay's up there with her.
Look, do you want to come in for a cuppa? Are you getting off the Aussie?
Well, I wish I could, but I've got this little fella, haven't I? My sister usually has him, you know, but she's in work, so...
Nicola?
Yeah?
You wanted...
No, love, I couldn't.
No, you've got to be with your family. Go on, up the hospital.
What's up?
You're on babysitting duty.
What?
Oh, love, thanks very much. You've saved my life.
Has the consultant been back to see you yet?
Yeah.
What did he say?
Not much. You know what the doctors are like. Always give you the worst case scenario, don't they?
How do you mean?
Well, you know, cover the backs, don't they? I mean, they try to keep me informed, but it's always they don't know how bad the damage is, or they're gonna have to wait and see. All the usual crap.
So when will they know?
I don't know. Having some more tests next week. But I feel fine in myself, like, you know. Can't wait to be up and about.
These tests will they say for defo what damage has been caused?
Sinbad, stop giving him the 3rd degree.
What do you mean?
Well, stop going on at the poor lad. I mean, if we had anything else to worry about, the doctors would have told us, wouldn't they?
Well, yeah, but...
Look, all he needs is a little time and some TLC from his mum.
Never know, helped me out.
Hope your granddaughter's okay.
Yeah, so do I, thanks.
Bet you're glad they found out what caused it.
What, love?
I believe it was a dodgy cooker, wasn't it? From the flat above the second-hand shop.
From Ron's flat? Oh, it's the first I've heard.
Well, so my dad reckons. He saw the health and safety fellas taking it away.
Huh? We thought the gas mains are cracked or something, you know. Anyway, I'll have to get on. See you later. Thanks again.
State of it out here, it's like bloody Beirut.
Yeah, well, I hope you get this flat sorted soon. There's not much more I can take. Julia, broken stripe and onions.
Hey, I wouldn't like to be the one to foot the bill for this lot. Gonna cost somebody a small fortune.
Any news from the health and safety fella?
No, we're still waiting to hear.
So they definitely haven't said it was your cooker that caused it?
No.
Must have the suspicions, though, mustn't he? Otherwise they wouldn't have taken it away.
I well, thank you very much indeed for that vote of confidence, son.
Well, did you tell them that you fitted it?
Do I look stupid? Of course I didn't. Not going to own up to something I didn't do.
But it was you who connected the pipe, wasn't it?
Yeah, and a decent job I made of it and all.
Yeah, all right.
Listen, if it is my cooker that caused the blast, then it's got nothing to do with how it was fitted. Must have been faulty. And you know what that's down to, don't you? Sinbad. He sold it to me.
Hiya.
Hiya.
How is she?
Okay. They reckon she came through the op, no problem.
Oh, that's great news. She's a big, strong girl for her nana.
They've just got to keep an eye on her now.
Where's Peter? Is he coming back?
No. He's gone for good.
What?
He saw this and got off. I don't blame him, Mum. I really don't. I know what you're thinking. But I knew nothing about it, I promise you. I haven't been in touch with him.
When did she arrive?
Yesterday.
No phone calls?
No, that was it.
Barry bloody Grant could kill him.
Well, maybe he just cared how Kylie was. Oh, God, I can't believe it. I mean, everything was sorted. Kylie, me and Peter. And then this turns up.
Loves his little reminders, doesn't he?
That's not the point, though, is it? I mean, what am I going to do about Peter?
What do you want to do?
What?
Lindsay, love, only you know if you want to spend the rest of your life with Peter.
I do.
You can't carry on like this, you know, love. Flitting between two fellas.
I'm not. There's nothing between me and Barry anymore. Look, I know you think I'm messing Peter around or using him, but I'm not, Mum. Honest to God, I'm not. And that, well, means nothing to me. Are you sure about that? Yeah. You can't hurt that lad again, you know, Liz. I wouldn't. Not after everything he's done for us. Mummy saved Kylie's life. I want to be with him.
Listen, I'll have to head back.
You've only just got here.
I know, there's something I forgot to give your dad. I'll see you later.
Mum?
I won't be long.
Hiya.
Hi.
You okay?
Fine, yeah.
I come prepared this time.
Sorry?
Writing pad and stuff. You can tell I was in Girl Guides, can't you?
I'd rather you didn't take any notes if that's all right.
Yeah, sure. We can just talk if you want.
Thanks. Go on then.
What?
Talk. And that's why you came, isn't it?
Yeah. I've gone blank now.
Okay. How about telling me why you're really here?
What?
Simple enough question, isn't it? What do you want from me?
I thought there was an article, some stuff you wanted to say.
So, what, you've come all this way from, where is it? Liverpool? Just to get a quote for an article that you'll probably never write?
Yeah.
I'm not totally naive, Louise. I've spent 18 years in this place. So, why are you here?
I mean, it's like they couldn't care less. Any of them.
Oh, God, poor Candy.
They just lashed her in the bin like she never even existed. God, they hate our house. No one ever takes my feelings into consideration. It's terrible. Do you mind feeding me chips and yours?
Mr. Dixon! Mr. Dixon?
Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. What can I do for you?
I wondered if we could have a little chat.
What now?
If you can spare the time.
Yeah, sure. Do you want to go in there?
Right.
Carmel, you're gonna have to face it, you know, love.
Face what?
Ben, what's happening to him?
What?
All this, he'll soon be back up on his feet stuff. The lad's in a bad way, you know.
So what are you saying? I should just give up on him, my own son?
I just don't think you should get your hopes up. Or Ben's, for that matter.
And what about Melanie and Tim? Do you build their hopes up? Or do I tell him the big brother's going to end up a cripple for the rest of his life?
I'm not saying that.
Oh, Ben, is he going to be in a wheelchair?
Oh, love. Of course not. He's going to be fine. Just fine.
How's that? Yeah.
Peter. Can I have a word?
Yeah. Do you want to just go and pay at the desk?
So, you woke up one morning and that was it. You decided you were going to write this article, just like that.
Yeah.
And nobody's paying you for it.
No.
But you thought you'd go ahead and write it anyway.
Yeah.
What's your relationship with Eleanor Kitson?
What?
Eleanor Kitson?
Why do you want to...
Is she behind this?
No.
You obviously know each other. Is she the one writing the articles, digging around for stuff?
No, it's got nothing to do with her.
Then what has it got to do with?
I can't tell you.
Right. Then forget it. And forget your article, or whatever it is you're doing. There won't be any more interviews.
Marcus, wait. I'm your daughter. You're my father.
Jackie, you're wasting your time. I am sick of being the clown. The mug who keeps coming back, whatever he gets thrown at him.
But she hasn't been in touch with Barry.
Do I look stupid?
Honest to God, love, she hasn't.
So how come you knew Carly was in the hospital?
Well, we don't know. I mean, maybe you read it in the papers or something.
I really thought there was a chance for me and Lindsay there. We were sorting ourselves out, getting things back to the way they used to be. And then bang, he's back in the equation again. It's like he's got some kind of hold over her.
But this time it's got nothing to do with Lindsay, I promise you.
I don't think I can go through all that again. Not after what happened before.
OK. Well, all I can say to you is that she loves you. I mean, she really does. And she's devastated down there. For her and for Kylie. All she wants is for the three of you to be together again. Don't keep punishing her for what happened with Barry, love. Not when you finally got a chance of all being happy.
Jackie. Are you going back to the hospital?
Yeah.
Come on. I'll go with you.
So, she gave you away.
Yeah. I think I understand why, though.
Oh, she really did reinvent herself, didn't she?
Look, I didn't want you to find out like this. I should never have lied to you.
No.
I'm sorry.
And I'm sorry that you're not getting the reaction that you were after. It's a lot to take in.
I understand.
I think well, it might be best if we leave it at that for the moment.
Why are you going?
Well, thanks for the visit, and I'll be in touch. Same time next week, yeah?
Here you go, boy. Got you some chips. Ta, mate. Where's Colin? He's just gone to the shops. Gone to get something for their Ben. Oh, right. How is he? Not good. It's like none of them wants to acknowledge it. Ben, Carmel, Tim. They all keep saying he's going to be fine, but you don't have to look at the lad.
Sometimes it's the only way people can cope with it. You know, pretend they're not happening.
Easier said than done.
Have you had anything through from the insurance?
Nah, nothing.
Oh, chin up, mate. Only bricks and mortar, isn't it?
It's not the shop I'm bothered about.
Oh, what do you mean?
It's the explosion. I think I might know what caused it.
Peter.
All right.
Everything okay?
Yeah. Yeah, all right.
Well, why don't you two get a coffee then, eh? Take a break for 5 minutes.
You'll be all right with your nana, won't you, sweet sauce?
I have a few more questions to ask, mainly concerning our mystery fitter. The one you supposedly contacted from the newspaper that you now conveniently no longer have.
Yeah, well, it got destroyed in the blast, didn't it? All right, son. All right, Dad. This is Mr. Bond's son, you know, the man trying to get to the bottom of the gas blast.
All right.
Yeah, he's trying to chase up that bloke who fitted me gas cooker. You know the fitter? You remember him, don't you? You were there when he connected it up for me.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Where did he say he was from again?
Wavertree, wasn't it?
Wavertree, that was it. Wavertree, yeah. I couldn't tell you the name of the street, though.
Listen, anyway, Dad, I'd better get back to work.
Yeah, all right, son.
Mr. Dixon. Now, whereabouts was this advertisement?
I want to know why I wasn't good enough for you, Lindsay.
Please don't.
I need to know.
It was nothing to do with you. It was me. Suddenly I was getting all this attention off this fella who everyone looked up to. Everyone was scared of. That was just Lindsay Corkill. A single mum. Part-time job in a chippy.
Yeah, but you weren't really single, were you?
Sorry, Peter. Don't know what else I can say. I was stupid, selfish, pretending to be something I wasn't. When I should have been at home with me little girl. And you. I mean, I wouldn't blame you if you walk out of this hospital and never see me again. It's about what I deserve. But if there's any chance at all, I want us to make another go at things. I want to make things up to you.
What if Barry Grant were to walk through this door right now?
Lindsay, what? It's Carly, love. What's happened? She's taking the chain for the waist. They don't know what's wrong.
So Ron ended up fitting the hose himself?
Yeah, stupid. I told him to get a proper gas fitter in.
Bloody hell. Could you get done for this?
It's all right, I could. It's against the law to sell or give a hose away. People have got to get a registered plumber to fit them. And now we know why, don't we?
So you let Ron have it as a favour, like?
I thought I was being clever, didn't I? I threw it in the bin and turned away.
And he took it?
I could kill Ron for this, mate.
But hang on a minute, I mean, they haven't said for certain that it was your cooker that caused the blast, have they?
It would be a hell of a coincidence if it wasn't.
Who else knows?
Just me and Ron. You're the first person I've told.
What about Carmen?
You mean tell her I sold Ron the cooker that put her son in the hospital with a broken back?
But you're gonna have to tell her sometime, you know, son.
Yeah, well, I think I'll wait until the health and safety find out what caused it for definite before I open my mouth. She's got enough on her plate. What?
That HSC bloke sniffing around the chippy before. He was after Ron, said he wanted to chat.
Oh, God almighty.
Hey, come on, Sen. He might not even want to speak to you yet. I mean, wait till he gets in touch before you start panicking.
Why did I give Ron that bloody hose of all the stupid thing? What am I going to do, mate? If I get tied up in this, I could lose Carmel, my business, everything. What am I going to do?
What's happened? Look, he said she was okay. They won't let you, love. Let them get on with it. Come on, love.
What is it? What's wrong?
I think she's picked up some sort of an infection. Oh, Kylie. She was getting better. Oh, Kylie. Please get better.
So let me get this right. You're now saying that you didn't get the trader's name from the newspaper after all?
I don't know now. Maybe it was the Yellow Pages. I can't remember.
You can't remember something that happened, what, a week ago?
No.
And you also can't remember where you bought the cooker from?
Hey, I was nearly blown to bits, remember? Something like that can affect your memory, can't it?
Like some others might not walk again, you mean?
Listen, this isn't anything to do with me. Honest to God, it isn't.
But you are aware that a fireman is still critically ill in hospital, and that a 5-year-old child had to undergo major surgery.
Yeah?
And still you say this is nothing to do with you? Where did you buy the appliance, Mr. Dixon?
I've told you I can't remember.
I don't understand. Are you trying to protect someone? Mr. Dixon, I must remind you that the HSE has the power to prosecute. If you refuse to divulge the name of the trader that you bought the cooker from, you leave me with no option.
I'm going to get done for it.
Unless you can tell me where you bought it.
It was off a mate.
I'm afraid you're going to have to do better than that.
I can't.
Then I'm going to have to ask you to come to the office for a formal interview. I suggest you get yourself a solicitor.
A solicitor?
You could be facing a hefty fine, or even imprisonment.
I got it off Sinbad.
Who?
Sinbad. Thomas Sweeney, he owns a second-hand shop along the way.
So you're saying that it was Mr. Sweeney who sold you the cooker that caused the blast last week?
Yeah.
And did he fit it as well? Mr. Dixon, did he fit the cooker as well?
Yeah.
I see. Right. Thank you for your cooperation.
Well, next, opening up 4's Friday night of comedy, Ellen is nursing the English patient.
Rice him off. I should be in Auntie tonight. We've got a meeting with the managing director. I can't see him want to spend all afternoon with the grey sun washed.
So we're in with a chance of a meal we don't have to unwrap. We must be that Chippy's best customers.
Well, if he had a kitchen.
You've got a kitchen?
No, a decent kitchen like real people have. See ya.
See ya. Oh, listen, don't forget to get that plan application sorted. I'll be waiting forever for your new kitchen.
All right.
Ta-ra.
See ya.
Hi, love. Hi, Greg. That's all right, isn't it? You want to get a little fountain fitted in that bog? Look, dead classy for Maxie, he'd love it.
There it is.
Hey, listen, I believe you've got a bit of a theory about what caused the explosion.
Oh, who said that?
Oh, your Nicky was telling us when she was in ours. Bit suspicious, that one, today. Health and safety taking Ron Dicko's cooker away. I mean, do you think it was dodgy or what?
Well, she shouldn't have done. I wasn't even talking to her when I mentioned it.
What do you think that might have caused it all, or what, like?
Well, that's up to the health and safety to decide. I just thought it was a bit suspect, that's all. Anyway, I'll have to get round the parade. Oh, listen, I hope everything goes all right for you, Kylie.
Oh, right, yeah, thanks. I'll see you.
Yeah, see you.
Aye, Sen, you better watch yourself there. You fall over, you'll never get up again.
Oh, very funny.
How is it?
It's itching like mad, but seems I could have lost both of them. Can hardly complain, can I? Any word on your Kylie this morning?
Yeah, she seems to be getting over the infection, you know, fingers crossed and all that. Hey, listen, that Greg fellow was just saying he reckons that explosion could have been caused by Ron Dicko's cooker. You never fitted that by any chance, did you?
No. No, nothing to do with me.
Yeah, no, I didn't think so. Knowing that Al Skinflint, he probably got some cowboy to fit it. Or did it himself. Hey? Might have had the gas on the fiddle. That could have caused it, couldn't it?
Well, look, Jimmy, before we start blaming Ron or anybody else, let's just wait and see what the experts come up with, eh?
Yeah, I suppose you're right. I'll tell you what, though. The way our Carly is, if this is down to someone, then God help him if I get hold of him. See you later.
Listen to her breathing. Doesn't sound right to me.
Come on, Liz, they know what they're doing. Come on, stop worrying. She's gonna be okay.
Oh, I've just been on the phone to the estate agent and they're sending somebody over to do a valuation.
Oh, that's good. More chance of us finding a buyer.
So you really aren't going to sell up then? Well, the house is on the market, but who knows how long it might take to sell.
Oh, you never know. I might get lucky. Someone might come along and snap it up.
Well, we just have to wait and see. What's she looking for?
Oh, the damp-proof course certificates. I'm sure I left it in here.
Oh, I've no idea where it is.
Is that you when you were little, Max?
Hey, do you mind?
Oh, weren't you cute? Look at in your little go-kart.
Oh, Jackie, come on. They're private.
Hey, is that you when you were a baby?
Yeah, no, come on. Give them back.
Hang on a minute, looking at them. Hey, it's one of in your birthday suit. Max, there's nothing to be ashamed of.
I don't want you seeing photographs of my bare bottom, even if I was only 2.
Having fun?
Sorry, I was just messing around looking at photos of Max as a baby.
Thank you very much.
Well, I'm just popping out into town, and Julie will be here in a minute, so if you're still here, could you tell her to start with the kitchen cupboards?
Well, I doubt it, because I'm going to the restaurant for a few hours.
Well, I'll be most of the day, so I can tell her.
Oh, right. Great. Well, see you later then.
See ya. Hey, it's weird looking at pictures of you when you were little, knowing that that's what this baby could look like.
Well, you never know. I mean, might end up looking like you.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Well, let's face it, either way, if it inherits our looks, we can't go wrong. I think we can safely assume it'll be a beautiful baby, boy or girl.
Well, let's hope it isn't big-headed like its father.
And if it inherits your modesty as well as your looks, then it couldn't ask for more, could it?
Look, once your lot are clear, I can get on with the fit now. That's why I'm nosing round, all right?
All right, fair enough. How's it looking?
Well, if I can get Dozy and Dopey in this crew to finish the structurals, with a bit of luck, we should start on time. Still a right mess, but they're getting there. You might be able to reopen your business in a couple of weeks.
That's if I've got a business to reopen.
How do you mean?
Well, the insurance company aren't exactly rushing to pay out.
No way.
Yeah, I know. Well, according to my policy, they should have boxed me off straight away, but I reckon they're just stalling.
They'll come across with it sooner or later. Just take things easy. So you're ready to go when they do decide to pay up?
Yeah, we just can't help worrying, though, you know.
One of the problems of being self-employed. Hello? Yeah, okay. About 7:30. Cheers, love. Ta-ra. Another kitchen estimate.
Yeah. Jimmy was saying that you might know what caused all this.
Tell you what, news doesn't have to travel fast around here. I'll kill Anarchy when I get my hands on it. Look, all I said was the health and safety fella, he took Ron's cooker away for tests. Next thing I know, everyone's got me down as Inspector Morse solving a big mystery.
Oh, well, sorry, it's just that the way Jimmy said it, you know, it sounded as if you had it all worked out.
No. Anyway, you should know all about faulty gas cookers and what they're capable of. Do you think it could have caused the explosion?
Well, I wouldn't know, you know, I mean, I just fix them and flock them.
Yeah, but you've got to be Corgi registered for that, haven't you? Which makes you more qualified than me to speculate what the cause was.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, it's not for me to say, is it?
Well, now you know how I feel. We should never open my mouth in the first place. Anyway, I'll have to get off. We've got loads on this, sorry. Oh, how's your Ben getting on? Any news?
Well, he seems all right in himself, but I'm not going to know the score about his injuries for a while yet.
Well, let's hope he makes a full recovery. He deserves it after what he's done. The lad's a hero. I'll see you.
Yeah.
There you go. So, yeah. So that's 2 fish, 1 portion of chips?
Yeah, no salt and vinegar, thanks.
OK, won't be a minute.
You'll never guess what's happened.
What?
Marcus knows who I am.
No.
Yeah. He had a copy of the newspaper. He saw me and Eleanor together.
Was he angry with you for not telling him who you really were?
He was quite laid back about it, really. He said he understood why I hadn't told him who I was. And, well, it was such a relief. All that deceit was starting to get to me.
Have you told Eleanor yet?
I haven't found the right moment.
think there'll ever be a right moment.
I suppose not. I mean, hopefully she'll be okay about it. He seems really nice. It's not as if prison's turned him into a monster or anything.
Well, it's going to come right out the blue for her, isn't it?
Yeah, well, she took it really well when I turned up without warning.
Yeah, but what about you going in to see him on the slide? I don't think she'll feel let down.
Well, if I'd told her I was going to the prison, she'd only have tried to stop me. Now that I've finally met him, I can tell her he isn't some sort of crazed psychopath or anything. Hopefully she'll be fine about it all.
Do you think?
Yeah.
If I was you, I'd tell her as soon as possible.
Maybe I'll wait till after Friday.
Why, what's happening then?
I'm going to see him again. Perhaps he'll know what to do.
I think you're kidding yourself thinking Eleanor's going to be okay about all this, because I don't think she will.
Fish and chips, Katie?
Yeah. Yeah, that's the right money.
All right, thanks. See you now. See you then.
Thanks, Kate. Yeah, you're all right.
All right, sir.
All right. No word.
The health and safety have been on the phone. They want me to go in later for a chat.
Oh, don't worry about it.
Well, can you blame me? I mean, they're on my case now. People around here are already forming their own theories about how the explosion happened.
Yeah, but that's the way people are. Don't let it get to you. You haven't done anything wrong. Does Carmel know that the health and safety have been in touch?
She's got enough on her plate with Ben lying paralysed in the hospital. I don't want her to know about any of this.
Look, do you want me to go with you this evening? Bit of moral support?
Cheers, mate. I think I could do with it.
It's probably just a routine inquiry, you know.
Yeah, but you know what these investigators are like. They're always looking for someone to pin the blame on.
Hey, just relax, will you? They probably want to talk to everyone on the parade. It's nothing to worry about.
All right, mate. Look at it.
What's the matter?
Well, they're going to do some scan and an X-ray on her.
Why? What's up?
Well, they're worried about her breathing. Something about her lungs. They think they might be inflamed. So will you look after me, little girl? Make sure she's all right, please.
We will. Come on.
I don't want to let her go, Peter.
You've got to so we can make it better, Liz.
Please let her be okay. Please.
She will be, Liz. She will be.
What's going on?
Greg's taxi service is taking Emily to the cross-country trials.
I thought Faye's dad was taking them.
Well, something came up. I got an SOS call. She's in here getting ready. I hope. Emily!
So you decided to dismantle what you laughingly called the kitchen while you were waiting?
Only take a minute.
Vanishing?
No, it's a good job and all. Remember that private conversation we had about the dodgy-looking cooker the health and safety took away?
Yeah.
She's only been repeating it around the neighbourhood. I had that Jimmy Corkland in from next door but one on at me about it.
That's only your Nicky.
No. I'll be having a word when she comes in. You're O'Malley as well, aren't you?
I told you the managing director wouldn't waste too much of his precious time, but...
So how did the meeting go?
I was insisting Ginger has to go. Tried everything I could to persuade him to let her keep a job, but he's having none of it. Away!
Hang on.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So what are they offering?
Enough to keep her away from the tribunal. She was a crafty sod at offering her twice as much as she could hope to get if she took her any further. They say it'll avoid any upset. We all know it's to keep it all hush-hush.
So what are you going to do?
Well, Jan's up for fighting it all the way. Make sure that Gerald Martin one doesn't get away with it, general manager or not.
Well, what would you recommend to the girl?
Oh, I don't know. Suppose whatever we think's the best deal for her. But it'll feel like we're just caving in. I mean, selling her job and letting that Martin one get away with it.
Yeah, but she hasn't exactly been open and frank with you, has she?
Oh, no. No, there's definitely more to all this than they're letting on. Including our Ginger.
Yeah, well, why don't you take an hour away from Millie and let somebody else do the Air Force's worrying for a change? And enjoy that.
Greg, a dishwasher?
Like real people have. Right, I better get the road runner outside them school gates in 20 minutes. Come on, Emily, meet me.
What am I supposed to do with this?
Well, it's a cold water feed. Just drop the outlets into the waste. Tell her I'm in the van.
How's that?
Oh, no, it's still there.
Oh, cramp. She was in agony when I arrived.
You've got it again.
Yeah, it just came on me when I was asleep. My leg is absolutely in bulk. But
It's starting to ease off now, thanks.
Don't mention it. Well, that's how the professional footballers treat cramp. You know, you see them doing it to each other in the cup final. Used to work wonders on Patricia, you know, when she suffered from cramp. When she was pregnant.
Oh.
Gonna get changed.
Thanks. Casey, you've got no idea how much this cramp kills you now. Yeah, so bad that you need them all over you. Oh, do you really help me? Yeah, just make sure you're not giving them the wrong idea. Don't be daft. I'm telling you, if anyone else saw you together like that, they'd soon put two and two together. Behave, it's not like that at all. That's not what other people might think. I mean, they don't know you're having a baby with them. Though they see where you carry on together, they'll suspect you're having something with them. And what about Susanna? I mean, she might start getting suspicious too. It wasn't so long ago that Max was carrying on with our Sammy. Casey, this is ridiculous. As if anything could ever go on between me and Max. I'm not saying it would. I'm just telling you what it looks like.
She'd go mad if she knew Bobby Bear wasn't with her. She never goes to sleep without him.
Well, when she wakes up, you can tell her that he was. A little white lie won't hurt if it makes her happy.
If she gets through this, she can have anything she wants. As many toys and sweets. Anything.
Does that include me? Will you want me around for Kylie?
Peter, do we have to talk about this now? Kylie's all I can think about at the moment. Sorry. Just want to say, I'm glad you're here as well.
And I'll be here with you. All through this, whatever happens.
Don't deserve you, do I? I wouldn't blame you if you just got up and walked away.
I'd never do that.
Any news yet?
Yeah, they're just giving her a scan and an X-ray.
The nurses don't seem too worried. They say it's all routine. If there was any problem, they'd soon let us know.
Well, I don't think they would. I mean, unless they had to. I mean, what if something's wrong? They could be battling to save a life and then we wouldn't know anything about it.
Love, don't be talking like that. That's just torturing yourself.
Your dad's right, Linz. Let's just wait and see. It can't be much longer now, eh?
Just relax with it.
All you've done is sell one Dixon and Cooker.
Yeah, but what if he's looking for a scapegoat and he decides to choose me?
You sure you didn't fit it?
Mick, I swear I didn't.
All right, then. Well, as far as I can see, your conscience is clear. This is all down to Ron. You've got nothing to worry about. You haven't done anything wrong.
Well, let's just hope that this fella sees it that way, eh?
Hello, Mr. Sweeney. We're sorry to keep you waiting. If you'd like to come through.
Sound like a beach whale doing that. Feel a bit like one and all. So we should be downstairs with Max and Susanna. Mind you, probably glad of the privacy. Can't be easy having a house full of people all of a sudden. Yeah, take it. Oh, they've just got back from shopping. Susanna said to tell everyone anything special next time she goes to the supermarket. I'll do with some normal food for a change and get fed up on Max's fancy cooking.
I think it's dead nice.
Yeah, I've noticed. Oh, Max, these sun-dried tomatoes are gorgeous. Oh, Max, did you really make this yourself? Does the sun shine out of you?
Hey, I don't sound like that.
Yeah, you do.
No, I'm not that bad. And anyway, there's nothing wrong with showing some appreciation. They are letting us stay here for nothing. And I really like Max's cooking. It's better than the rubbish we usually eat.
Yeah, but you can't beat a few chicken nuggets or crispy pancakes when you're hungry, can you?
Yeah, and I must admit, I do miss getting the mini pizzas out the freezer and picking out.
See?
And that homemade pesto Max made had me stinking for days. When I was in work, I could see people taking a step back as they reached the bar when my garlic breath hit them.
Well, pass the bicky, all that talk of food's making me hungry.
I think it'd be a bit cheeky if we did ask Susanna to get stuff specially for us, don't you?
Yeah, I suppose so. Besides, you probably won't be here for much longer.
Any chance of anyone else having one of those biscuits, or are you just going to hug them for yourself?
Hey, Just think, it wasn't that long ago since the thought of eating a chocolate biscuit would have sent me manna.
Hey, you've done brilliantly putting that bulimia behind you.
Yeah, but it's always a fear of it at the back of your mind, then.
Yeah, but you've beaten it now, haven't you?
Yeah, touch wood. But I don't think I would have done it with the help of that counsellor I had, you know, Mark.
Oh, God, Mark, yeah. I forgot about him. Oh, you really liked him, didn't you?
Yeah, just my luck he was already spoken for. I never seem to find the right fella. That loony Simon, divvy Christian. You end up on the shelf like some lonely old spinster the way I'm going.
Oh, get lost. When we're out, there's always fellas trying to chat you up.
Yeah, but they're usually bevied or they love themselves.
You're just too fussy. Listen to you. Yeah, no, I'm probably the same. Hey, we'll still be sharing a flat when we're about 60.
Scary, isn't it? The hinge and bracket of Brookside Parade.
What do we like anyway? Come on, let's stuff ourselves with these biscuits.
I don't want to spoil your appetite. Max baby might be cooking you something special.
Hey, don't start that again. I've told you, you're just imagining things. And anyway, I think you're just jealous in case I run off and have some big mad affair with them, leaving you on your own, the lonely spinster.
Yeah, with the way you've been acting, it wouldn't surprise me.
Hey, get lost. You're not having another one for that, you. Get off, get off.
Max?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think things are going okay? With, Jackie and Katie staying here?
Yeah, why? Don't you?
I'm just a bit concerned about the way things are going with Jackie.
Well, she seems happy enough living here.
A little too happy. Julia's been wondering what's going on. She's been asking some strange questions about you and Jackie suddenly getting on so well.
Well, I don't think I should worry about Julia's overactive imagination.
Oh, you must admit, you and Jackie have got pretty close since she got pregnant and, you know, since you were trapped together after the explosion.
Nonsense.
Max, don't worry, I'm not accusing you of anything.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like that to me.
I just think you should watch the way you behave towards her. I mean, her hormones are probably changing all the time, and she might not realise it, but she probably might feel a need to be close to the father of the baby she's carrying.
Never mind about Julia's imagination running wild. Yours definitely is.
But surely you must have noticed a change of attitude towards you.
Our relationship was always bound to change. Considering what we're going through. Yours too, but there's no reason to start imagining all kinds of things.
Well, don't be so touchy about it. I'm just warning you what might happen.
I've got every right to be touchy considering the nonsense that you're coming out with. Look, I think we should get on with Jackie as well as we can to benefit all. If you listen to anything I said about how I feel about you last week, then you wouldn't even consider worrying about what people think. Now, forget about all that. Let's just look after each other. Everybody else can just go to hell. I've said all I'm going to say. As far as I'm concerned, the matter's closed.
Max!
So, as far as you know, Mr. Dixon purchased his gas cooker from a classified ad in the newspaper.
That's what Ron says, yeah.
That's not what he said when he came here. In fact, he's got a totally different version now. One that involves you.
You are?
Mr. Dixon now states that it was you who supplied and fitted the cooker in his flat.
But he's lying.
And you're telling the truth.
All right. I admit it, I sold him the cooker, but I didn't fit it.
So now you've changed your story too. It's hard to know which of you is telling the truth, if in fact either of you are. And regarding your sale of the cooker to Mr. Dixon, seeing as you're not Corgi registered, that in itself is an offence whether you fitted it or not.
I didn't fit it. It's the truth, I swear. Ron must have picked up the hose when I dropped the cooker off. But when I left that flat, the cooker wasn't connected.
That's not Mr. Dixon's recollection. He signed a statement to that effect.
Well, I'll sign whatever you want, but I'm telling the truth.
Well, it sounds like your word against his. Can you prove your story?
Well, no, but I didn't fit it, honestly.
Well, we'll be looking into your story as well as Mr. Dixon's. And once we've completed our preliminary investigations, we'll inform you as to whether or not we'll be pressing formal charges.
Hang on. You could be charging me because Ron Dixon lied to you.
As I said, nothing will be decided until we've concluded our investigations.
Can't you tell us any more? You must know something.
I'm sorry.
Thanks, Steve.
What's up? What's going on?
They've done the tests. She's got an inflamed lung condition. They're going to have to put her on a ventilator to make sure she doesn't get pneumonia.
Pneumonia?
I mean, she doesn't seem to be getting any better. What can happen to her next?
They're just taking precautions. She'll be getting better soon.
He's right, love. We've just got to be patient. Look, cup hold of these. I'm going to go and ring your mother, tell her what's going on. Love, I know it's hard for you to handle, but you've got to be brave. For Kylie's sake.
Oh, Lens, I think you've been dead strong considering what you've been through.
I don't know how long I can cope, though. I mean, I just keep waiting for her to wake up.
You've got to be dead strong because she's going to need you when she wakes up.
Oh, what if she doesn't? I mean, people die of pneumonia.
Don't talk like that. She's strong. She'll be all right, I promise you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sweeney. We'll need to see you again next week. We should have the forensic report on the cooker and hose by then, and we'll have a clearer picture of what happened.
So, how did it go?
Ron Dixon's changed the story. He's told them that I fitted the cooker. What? Well, his bottle's gone, hasn't it? He's decided to throw my name in the hat.
But you can't get done on Ron's word.
Never mind getting done for it. I'm more worried about Carmel. It's breaking her heart, Mick, watching Ben lying there, wondering if he'll ever walk again. I mean, what will she do if she thinks this was all my fault? And little Kylie. What will the Corkills think if all this gets out?
Look, Ron won't get away with this. It'll all be sorted out.
Well, if he does, then I'll end up taking all the blame. I stand to lose everything.
Sinbad will be catching up with Ron tomorrow night. Tonight on 4, there's the fast part of our drama based on a true story. Laura Dern and Randy Quaid star as a couple intent on protecting their children from a society they see as wicked and immoral. Siege at Ruby Ridge is at 10 o'clock tonight. To Brookside.
And we can drop you off on the way if you like. Come on, hurry up, will you?
Look, there's no need. I can walk round to the parade. You get off to the hospital.
Well, what's the urgent business you need to do?
I just want to see the workies about my shop.
Are you all right? You've been awful quiet. Is something the matter?
No, I'm fine.
I was doing some cassettes for our Ben.
Oh, I didn't like that. You ready, love?
Yeah, but I feel last about not bringing our Ben anything.
Well, he doesn't expect you to bring stuff in every time you visit him.
Yeah, going in to see him's enough. Anyway, you can do some tapes for him too.
Yeah, but he hates the music I like. He's always slagging it off.
That's because you like crappy bands.
Shut up, you loser.
Hey.
All right, pack it in, you two. Go and get in the van.
Yeah, get in the van.
Hiya.
Any news on Ben? No, not yet, but he's in really high spirits. We don't always see him now.
Oh, I might go in and see him myself later, if that's all right.
Oh, he'll be made up, yeah.
Still can't believe any of this. There's some mad explosion, everyone's suffering. Something we only see on the news.
Yeah, I know. We'll tell him I will see him later.
Yeah, and Tara's asking after him too. I'll try and get in and see him later in the week.
Oh, okay then.
All right then,
See you later.
Yeah, ta-ra, girls.
Ta-ra.
Everybody's rooting for him, aren't they?
It's good he's got his friends.
Well, he'll be glad of the support.
We'll just have to try and help him get his life back together again. I just hope he can get over it all.
There you go. See you later.
Oh, come on. Come to see him with me this afternoon.
Got too much work to do.
I'll go in and see him tomorrow or something. Anyway, it's best if we spread our visits out so someone visits him every day then.
Yeah, I suppose so. Well, I'll see about Michael's going in.
I'm surprised you're not inviting your best mate, Max.
Oh, Casey, don't start that again.
Well, it's your own fault. You put me off my Cocoa Boss before, the way you were behaving. Knocks me sick the way he sucks up to you all the time. You're just as bad.
We were having a laugh, that's all.
Well, the way you two are acting, people are going to start to think you're carrying on, especially with the staying there.
Casey, I'm telling you, you're just imagining things.
Well, there's people around here with bigger imaginations than me. So be careful if I was you. See ya.
See ya.
She's been on here too long. I just want to see her wake up.
The nurse said they won't be able to take her off her for a while.
They couldn't be doing any more for her. She's in the best place, love. We've just got to wait.
I don't think I can stand this for much longer.
Right. How many pieces do you want, then?
2 will do. I'll have some jam and marmite on mine, please.
Together?
No.
Is he in? Hey, what do you think you're playing at?
What are you on about?
You've dropped me right in it, haven't you, you slimy little...
What, you tell me what's going on here?
Didn't you think I'd find out about your lies?
Look, as far as I'm concerned, you may as well have fitted that hose because it was obviously faulty and you sold it to me.
That's a load of crap, and I told you not to put it in anyway.
Listen, will you pack it in? What's got into you two?
This lying get's trying to get me stuck away.
Oh, come on, Sinbad. Don't say you wouldn't have dropped me in if they hadn't come to you first.
I wouldn't have done no, and I'm not going to let you blame me either.
Yeah, well, it's a bit late for that now, isn't it? Because it's already done.
You right?
Right, that's it. Come on, out.
Get him away from me, son. He's lost it.
Look, you're going to have to sort this out when you've calmed down.
You won't get away with this, Ron. I've already put them straight about what really happened. I'm going to make sure it's me that they believe. I'm not going to let you stitch me up.
I think you better tell me what all this is about. Nice one, Mel. Me getting a bit sick of hospital radio. Pardon the pun.
I hope you like the tapes. I borrowed a few CDs off Nicky Shadwick and I did a few compilations for you.
Cheers, sis. I'll ask Mike to bring in some of me tapes from the flat as well.
I could ask him if you want to.
Makes a change you wanted to do me a favour. Maybe it's not all bad news being stuck in here. How come Sinbad never came?
Oh, well, he wanted to come in, but he had something urgent he needed to do. I think all this is starting to get to him, you know. He's been awful quiet.
Have they said anything about when you can come home yet?
No. They're waiting for the inflammation to go down before they can do any proper tests. I reckon they're being a bit overcautious, though.
I know, love, but they're only doing what they think's best for you.
Suppose so. Would have thought the lads from the station could have been in to see me by now.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, love. I forgot to tell you. You know that officer in charge of your watch? Well, he phoned last night, asking about visiting and that. Well, he wanted to come in the savvy. I told him it was a bit too much.
Why? Be great to see the lads.
It was just that having all them visitors, I thought it'd be too much for you.
Of course it won't.
Mel. Come on. Do you want a can?
Oh, yeah.
Do you want anything?
So, is there something you're not telling me?
It's just that I had a bit of a cob-on with that officer who rang.
Why?
He was just trying to be nice, I suppose.
What did he say?
Well, he said, if you don't make a full recovery, there'll always be a desk job for you.
You what? I've only been in Aussie a few days and already he's got me down as finished.
I know, love. I knew I shouldn't have said anything. But I put him straight and I told him you're going to be just fine.
Too right. I'll be back at work as soon as I can get out of this place. So you told him that Sinbad sold it to you and fitted it as well?
If it caused the explosion, then it was because it was faulty and he shouldn't have sold it to me in the first place. Oh, I don't know, son. I wasn't thinking straight, was I? And besides, if he's going to get done for it anyway, why should I get involved?
No wonder he's kicking off. I mean, Ben's lying in hospital and Sinbad's been lined up for the cause of it all. No wonder he's so mad.
Yeah, well, he's just chocker because he didn't pin it on me first.
Yeah, but it's still a bit out of order, though, isn't it? I mean, imagine if I'd have pulled something like that, you'd have had a right go at me.
I suppose you're right, yeah.
Look, if this is what it takes to keep you in the clear, then you've done the right thing.
Never thought I'd see the day when I'd be after your approval. It's like I've sunk to your level.
That's a bit out of order, isn't it?
Oh, come on, son. It's not as if you're exactly known for your models, is it?
Oh, well, thank you very much. Yeah, well, you know we would take after, don't you?
Oh, yeah? What's up?
Nothing, love. We're just having some tea and toast. Do you want some?
No, not for me, thanks. I've only called round to see if you fancy going to see Ben this afternoon.
I wouldn't really know what to say to him. I mean, what if he's in a bad way?
Well, you've just got to go in and try and be as supportive as you can. Ben was really good with me when I was in hospital, not knowing if I'd ever see you again.
Yeah, I know, but it just seems a bit weird, that's all.
Well, just make sure you try and act as normal as you can. The last thing he needs is people feeling sorry for him. I'll give you the knock later, yeah? See you, Dad.
Yeah, ta-ra, love. Look, son, I'm sorry about what I said. It's all starting to get to me.
Yeah, well, if only for the sake of your heart, Dad. I'd stay right out the way if I were you.
What's up with Louise? She just stormed out past me.
We had an argument. She's angry because I won't answer all her questions about Marcus, but I'm just fed up with it.
It's only natural she wants to find out as much as she can about her father.
I know. It's just that I find that period of my life very difficult to talk about.
But why? What is this hold that Marcus still seems to have over you after all these years?
You're not jealous of a relationship I had 18 years ago, are you?
Now, don't try and deflect me, Counsellor. This has got nothing to do with jealousy. But over the past few weeks, our lives have been dominated by your past. We're not even enjoying each other's company anymore. So you let me know when you're ready to tell me the big secret.
Lindsay?
Why, Carmel? I didn't see you there. I was in a world of my own.
How's the little one?
Oh, she's still on the ventilator, you know. The doctor says she's doing fine, but you can't help worrying, can you?
I hope she's going to be okay.
Yeah. Any news on Ben's injuries?
We're still waiting on ourselves. Yeah, sit down.
Look, I can't stop long. I've got to get back upstairs. Okay, so what did the doctor say?
Well, they can't do any tests just yet. We'll just have to wait a while.
Oh, and how is he in himself?
Tim, will you pack it in? Oh, he's great. Dead optimistic, isn't he, love?
Yeah, I don't know how he does it. Happy in bits.
Oh, you must be so proud of him. He was so brave after that explosion.
Well, he's never done a thing to make me anything but proud of him.
Yeah.
He's a diamond. The three of them are. Even Tim, though, he does have his moments. Will you stop it?
But it's robbed me money. You're very lucky having three of them.
You haven't done too bad yourself. Your Carly's a little cracker. She grew up to be a lovely girl.
Yeah, I hope so.
How are you and Peter getting on? I've noticed him round at yours a lot more lately.
He's been great, you know, since she's been in here.
Oh, he's a lovely lad, Peter.
Yeah.
My fella's smashing too. I remember what it was like trying to bring these three up on my own. Tim, I've warned you. Now will you dick hole? Will you just pack it in, eh? Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, can't believe he was just doing me head in.
Don't mind me. He's a right handful at times. I think he missed out on having a man, you know, to keep him in line.
Yeah, well, I think you've done brilliant bringing up those three kids on your own.
Thanks. Mind you, I'm a lot happier having Sinbad round. The kids love him, don't you?
Yeah, and he's dead nice.
Yeah. Kylie loves Peter as well.
You count your blessings, because some people aren't so lucky.
Yeah.
It's a letter here for you.
For me? Who knows I'm staying here?
I don't know. Don't let me go to Aussie without these. They're for Ben. What is it?
It's from the Health and Safety Executive. They want me to go in and see them.
Bad one.
They obviously don't believe what I told them about not fitting that cooker.
Well, you don't know that for certain, Dad.
But why else would they be calling me in? Especially after Sinbad's been in there kicking off. They obviously believe him more than he believed me. No, son, I reckon I've had it. They're gonna nail me for fitting that cooker. Even if it was dodgy, they're lining me up as the scapegoat now. Not Sinbad.
Are they treating the big hero well, then?
Yeah, I'm just fed up.
Your mum said they're waiting to do some tests.
Yeah, can't wait to get him over with, get stuck into some proper physiotherapy.
What, with all them weights and that? Ah, you're going to be staying in bed, mate, taking it easy.
So, have they said how long you're going to be in here for?
Nah, I reckon I'll be back on my feet dead soon.
Well, it's good to be optimistic, but don't build your hopes up too much.
Don't you go condemning me to a wheelchair and all. Why won't anyone believe me when I say I know I'm going to be all right?
I hope you are. I just know from when I had all the trouble with my eyes, you've got to be ready to face up to whatever happens to you. I mean, it turned out all right for me, and I'm sure it will for you as well. But don't go setting yourself up for a big disappointment if it isn't good news straight away.
So, are you ready to tell me why our lives are being made a misery by someone I've never even met? And that you haven't seen since you were 17?
It's a light exaggeration.
Can you honestly say that things have been normal since Louise found out the truth about her father? Because I can't.
I suppose not, but... Well, you know how Louise has been. Always trying to find out more about Marcus, wanting to talk about him all of the time. It's really got to me.
We have noticed.
No, I'm not blaming Louise. Her curiosity is perfectly understandable. I mean, obviously, the problem is mine. But I am trying to deal with it, honestly.
But why can't you share it with me? What is it that's still unresolved between you and him? Do you still love him?
No.
Well, what then?
I don't know exactly. I just need time to deal with it all. And I need you to be patient.
But how can I be when you're still keeping something back? Even now, after everything we've been through.
Look, I've tried to be as honest with you as I can, but I've got to try and deal with the things in my past by myself.
Well, if you don't want my help, then there's nothing I can do. But if you decide that you're going to deal with this, then you're going to have to do it soon and sort it out once and for all. Otherwise, I can't see how we'll survive it. So I think you better make a decision, and quickly. Don't you?
Jackie?
Hi, love.
Hiya, any news?
No, she's still the same. Listen, love, thanks for staying around through all this. I don't think our Lindsay would have been able to cope without you.
It's funny, isn't it? Don't think we'd have even been talking if it wasn't for all that's gone on.
Of course you would. Hey, you and our Lindsay were meant for each other.
I'm not sure Lindsay knows what she wants, Jack. I mean, does she just like the idea of me and Kylie being a nice little family, or does she really want me?
I think she wants both, love. I mean, right now, our Kylie's well-being's the most important thing in the world to her. No, I'm positive. Hey, you get in there, be with her. She needs you.
I'll see you later, Jack.
Yeah. See you, love.
Do you think Benny regretted going on after the first explosion?
I don't know, but it took some bottle to do what he did. And who knows what effect it might have on the rest of his life.
Yeah. The more I think about it, the more I realise what bravery's all about. I mean, you look at it in films and you think nothing of it, but then, you know, when you see it in real life, it's mind-blowing. Imagine putting your health or even your life on the line for somebody else.
Yeah, I know. But the closest you'll ever get to doing something like that was watching Ben do it, because you never would.
You can't say that.
Oh, come off it, Michael. You're the most self-centred and selfish person I know. I mean, you're my brother and I love you and that. But you haven't got an ounce of selflessness in your body. The only thing you ever cared about is you.
Can we talk? You're right. There is something I've been holding back from you. But only because I'm frightened that... Well, if I tell you everything...
Well, I might lose you.
It's the fact that you're still keeping things from me that's much more difficult to deal with than anything you could possibly tell me.
But what happens if I tell you something and, well, you can't handle it?
Try me.
Okay. On the night of the, well, raid, I suppose you call it, we went in knowing exactly what we wanted to do as much damage as possible, to destroy as much property as we could. Of course, we thought the lab would be empty at night, that there'd be no staff or security guards around. We were naive students, remember? When we got in, it was all quiet, and everything was going according to plan, until he disturbed us. He couldn't believe what he was seeing. Terrorists in his lab, I suppose. I'll never forget the look on his face as Marcus went for him and punched him right in the throat. He was so astonished. He fell to the ground, making this horrible choking sound. It's amazing the way something like that stays with you, isn't it? Anyways, he was lying on the floor. Marcus kept stamping on him until I managed to pull him off. But he was already bleeding heavily by then. And all I could hear was that gurgling sound coming from his throat. I found out later that his windpipe was crushed. His skull was fractured. And the brain damage. It was horrible. Marcus was angry that I'd tried to stop him. I remember that. He didn't seem to care at all about the guy. It was as though he'd just smashed another lock, not a man's head. I was completely numb. Suddenly, everything I believed in seemed totally pointless. I mean, what was the use in us saying that we were committed to stopping people harming animals when we were capable of doing something like that to another human being? I remember I started walking away. And then I started running. And I kept running till I got outside, and as the cold air hit me, I just started throwing up and sobbing. I was in a daze for the next few hours. Well, days, really. I never saw Marcus again. I read about his arrest and about the trial, and I kept waiting for them to come and get me, but they never came. I kept going over it all, blaming Marcus. I hated him for what he'd done. I'd loved him so much. I was so shocked by the violence. And even more so by the fact that he was capable of that. But the worst bit was realizing what I had done. I carried in the explosives. I set the detonators that caused the explosion. I suppose I could claim I was brainwashed, but I was more than willing to do it, to put people's lives at risk. And that's what really frightened me. Still does. So, that's what I've had to live with all these years. So, now you know.
Everything's gonna be okay, you know. Carly's gonna get better. And we're gonna have our futures together.
If Carly doesn't pull through, I haven't got a future.
Lindsay, don't talk like that.
True. I couldn't carry on without my little girl.
In half an hour here on 4, Morgenstern returns to ER with a basket full of brownies and a shaky operating hand. Has the Chief of Emergency Surgery reached his sell-by date? Join us in the County General at 9 o'clock.
So I'm going to have to tell this ginger one, if she wants me to face her dismissal case, she'll have to give me the full facts, because I'm not going in there half-baked.
Changing the habits of a lifetime. All right, when did this come?
I'll say on the top.
Last night. They haven't got enough plasterboard in. I'm not going to be able to finish the shelving in the solicitors. They're going to have to wait.
Oh, so it isn't just your family that get ignored, then? You're not even listening to me now?
Of course I'm listening to you. I'm just a bit busy, that's all.
Oh, what was the saying?
Well, what else have you been going on about that ginger one in work?
Hey, I think it's important to discuss things with me husband. You know, if you don't mind, like...
We have discussed it, and you know what I think? She should take the money and run. She's done all right out of this. They've already increased the settlements offer.
Yeah, but hang on, that girl claims she's been victimised. So why should she have to give up a job and accept compensation if she hasn't even done anything?
Yeah, well, you said yourself she sounded a bit flaky.
Yeah, but what if she is telling the truth? You know, I can't keep quiet and hope the bad publicity doesn't affect the share issue.
Margie, I gave up all that judgment to Solomon stuff when we lost the fight to keep Laird's open. You can only do your best for Ginger or the 140 who lose the jobs without the capital investment. The choice is yours.
Thanks a bunch.
6, 7:30, 8 for you.
Are you off?
Fancy meeting for lunch?
I've already told you everything there is to know about my sordid past.
And as I said, I'll support you whatever happens.
Thanks.
You never know. Discussing your past with me might even help chase away the demons.
Has anyone seen my tie-dye dress? I thought I left it on the landing.
You did. And I put it in your drawer when I was tidying up.
Sorry, tidiness was never my strong point. Definitely not something I inherited from you. Must take after Marcus.
And then tomorrow at 9:05. Bye. 580.
Come on, baby, we're going to be late. Leo left ages ago.
I don't feel well.
Yeah, I'm not having that. Hey, you know, it's funny. This sickness only seemed to start when I said I wouldn't give you a note to say you didn't have to go swimming. What's the matter with you, baby? You used to love going to baths.
I still do. I just told you. I don't feel well. Can I stay off?
No, I'm sorry. You know, all you seem to do lately is sit up in your room playing your tapes. And if it's not that, you just sprawled in front of the telly.
No, I'm not.
Nothing wrong with you but a spot of lazy-itis. You're hardly getting any exercise as it is. Did you just suck your teeth at me then?
No, I never.
So you think I'm deaf as well as stupid? You're getting far too cheeky, young lady.
Dad?
No, I don't want to hear any more. The subject is closed. Now, you get yourself off to school before I lose my temper with you. All right, son.
Hi. What's all that about?
As if I haven't got enough to do. I'm working all the hours God sends trying to cope with our daily staff.
Well, that's not her fault.
Yeah, I know, but it doesn't end when she starts playing up, pretending that she's sick, trying to bunk off school.
And you never did anything like that?
Nah, you're right. Anyway, how are you? Any word on the health and safety thing?
Would nightmare do you? I tell you, Ron Dixon's really dropped me in it with the health and safety fella. He's not only told him that I supplied the cooker, but that I fitted it as well. Honest to God, Mick, I didn't.
How sly can you be? You know, I never did trust that Ron Dixon, but this is low even for him.
I wouldn't mind, but I was helping him out by supplying him with the cooker in the first place. Honest to God, Mick, I can't believe I could be that stupid as to leave a hose with that clown.
Well, look, at least you know your mate will be taking your word and not his. Anyway, what's Carmel got to say about all this?
She doesn't know a thing about it yet. Can't even bring myself to tell her. I mean, how can you tell your girlfriend that you could be responsible for paralysing her son?
And all the toys climbed back into the toy box, tired but happy, after such an exciting day playing in Kylie's enchanted garden.
You still look tired. So what do you think of that then, Kylie? I bet Jimmy's a lovely storyteller, isn't he? Should I put another one on, babe?
I'm exhausted. What time is it? I'm supposed to ring my mum, let her know how our Kylie is. Don't know about our Kylie. But if I hear another one of my dad's stories, I'll go crackers. Just been talking to him, said he made another one last night.
You don't have to worry, I've already phoned her.
You think of everything, don't you?
Oh, well, that's what I'm here for.
Look, why don't you get yourself off to work? I can't cope without you, you know.
I've already told you. Work can wait. I want to be here with you. Besides, I don't think I'd be doing my customers any favours if I did go in.
Why?
Well, I wouldn't be able to concentrate just styling someone's hair. Not with you and Kylie on my mind. I'd be a liability with all those hairdressing chemicals.
How do you mean?
Well, the loss of concentration for 5 minutes could mean the difference between a pair of your dreams or a bald head.
I can't tell you how important it's been having you here with me. I couldn't have coped without you.
Don't say anything you might regret saying later.
I won't regret saying anything.
Yeah. I just feel we're both a bit vulnerable at the moment, Linz. Well, you can't blame me for being a bit scared.
I don't. I just want you to understand that I don't want to be having the same conversation over and over again with you.
I know. I just want us to be sure that we want to be together for the same reasons.
So it's important to get the facts, not the gossip.
Well, I think we should just go for his jugular. I never liked him anyway.
Yeah, well, it's not a case of liking or disliking someone, because that's what got us here in the first place. She should be here by now.
Oh, that was horrible.
So she's long enough to decide that.
I was starving. Oh, where the hell is this ginger one? She's cutting it a bit fine, isn't she?
Yes, she is now. Hiya, love.
Hiya. I've just got to see Lucy about something.
We're going to be here all day.
I can't believe that. I've been losing sleep over that kid trying to find ways of saving her job. Look at her. If she's taking this serious.
Doesn't seem to have upset her much, does it?
Well, if she's like that when she's threatened with the sack, she'll be ecstatic if she ever gets promotion.
How much?
You know, you haven't given us much to go on here, you know, love.
Look, it's no use just saying he doesn't like you. I doubt he likes anyone in here. But that's no reason to set someone up.
That's what you're saying, isn't it? That you've been set up?
Well, yeah.
So why would he do that?
Oh, he's just been really funny with me since we finished.
Finished what?
Look, I might as well tell you. I had a bit of a fling with him over Christmas.
You what? You mean you've been doing the business with him?
No. It wasn't exactly an affair.
I just slept with him a few times. I knew it. I knew there was more to this than a few stolen chickens. Right, we've got him. The dirty...
Hang on a minute, Jan. So, are you trying to say this is some sort of revenge thing? Because you broke things up with him?
Yeah. But it was him who finished with me.
Oh, I see. Well,
he's used her, hasn't he? Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Changes everything.
Do you know this affair? Have you got any proof, like?
Well, like a video or something? Still got the cards and presents he gave me. We'll guard them with your life and we'll nail them. OK? Is that it, then?
Hang on a minute, love. So, are you saying you've been victimised? Because this affair ended?
I suppose so. Of course it is. We've got him.
Forgive me for being stupid, like, but are you saying he accused you of stealing a few chickens because he finished with you?
Well, it's not that, is it?
What is it, then?
He wants me out the way so I don't tell anyone. Right. That's it.
If you want to talk, we should be talking about the future, not about the past.
I just feel we've still got loads to sort out.
Yeah, well, not here, eh? And this hasn't been in for ages. I hope they know what they're doing.
Of course they know what they're doing. She was in here in the last 15 minutes. They're doing their best.
Yes, well, maybe the best just isn't good enough. In fact, I'm going to get them to send someone in here, even if it does mean interrupting the tea break.
You're not being fair. They're doing all they can.
Fair? What has fair got to do with it? Is it fair that my Kylie's laying there? Oh my God, she's awake. Kylie, you all right? It's Mummy. All the shouting must have woke her up.
I can't believe it. My big mouth's come in handy for once in my life. Whatever you do, don't let her go back to sleep. I'll go and get the doctor.
Not today, sweetheart.
What? How?
Released. Today. Should we go see your mother?
Oh, it was just like a miracle. Me and Lindsay were having a domestic, then we looked over and there she was looking at us.
Oh, I'm made up for you. So what have the doctors said?
Oh, they've just said, you know, what they normally say, that they'll have to do some more tests on her.
But anyone can see she's all right. You're all right, aren't you, little Kylie?
Oh, I still can't believe it. I mean, look, she's sitting up. Peter's just rang me mum and dad. He said they're made up.
And I'm dead chuffed for you. Just hope Ben has some of the same look.
Hasn't there been any change?
Nah, he's pretty much the same. I'm on my way to see him now. Couldn't get him before because the doctors were with him, you know, so...
He'll be all right. The big gas explosion couldn't get the better of our little Kylie. It'd be no match for the big strapping firefighter like your Ben, will it?
Well, let's hope so, eh?
Oh, mixed socio-economic development. And it stops builders having to rely on one social or economic group. They were just becoming fashionable when I went in. And before that, builders used to knock out 200 or so identical little boxes.
Yeah, my mum and dad, well, adopted mum and dad live in one of those. These are much nicer, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, much more acceptable way to gobble up the greenbelt. So, how'd you think your maternal mother will greet your paternal father?
I don't know.
Well, it can't be any more of a shock to her than it was for me to have you walk in on me.
Exactly. Come on.
I'll get it.
Hi.
Of all the things I imagined, it's never you with a pile of dirty sheets.
Marcus.
Do you think that means we can go in?
Yeah, come on.
All right, mate.
So's the novelty worn off, then?
What are you on about?
I haven't had any visitors for a while.
Oh, yeah, well, I came in before, but the doctors told me to wait outside, you know, so I Went to see Lindsay Corkill's daughter, you know, little Kylie.
How is she? I'll pop up and see her myself as soon as I'm mobile.
Well, she's conscious now, you know, so she'll be out of here before you will. And what are you going on about anyway? No visitors? Your mum came in to see you earlier on, didn't she?
It's only messing. Leaves the boredom. Not used to being so inactive.
Have the doctors told you how you're getting on?
No. They don't say much.
What did your mum have to say?
Oh, she talks about the weather and all the other boring things people suddenly seem to think I'm interested in. Don't know why, like.
Well, she probably doesn't know what to say.
She should just talk to me, like she normally does. I'm still the same person. All this is just temporary. I'm gonna be back to normal before you know it.
And what have you not been, eh? What if the damage is more serious than you think?
What do you mean? What if I end up not being able to walk again? Well, what kind of question is that to ask someone?
It's an honest one.
God, Sinbad, you don't believe in pulling any punches, do you? I thought you'd be more supportive than that.
I am being supportive. I just think you should consider all your options, that's all.
I've only got one option. That is to think positive. I can't allow my thoughts to become clouded with doubts about whether I'll be able to walk again or whether I'll be able to settle down and have a family. No, this is just a setback. I'm gonna be all right.
Do you take milk and sugar?
Just milk. No, my mother always told me I was sweet enough.
Why didn't you tell me you were going to be released?
I'm a man of surprises.
But the visiting order?
After 18 years, I think they owed me at least one favour, don't you?
It was a great trick. I nearly died.
You must have noticed a lot of changes since you went.
Oh, I expected a few surprises, but, well, nothing like meeting up with your daughter after 18 years.
Oh, no, I suppose not. Well, I'll leave you two together while I go and get the coffee. You must have a lot to talk about. Sorry, I didn't mean to. He doesn't take sugar in his coffee.
Really? Oh, I always used to.
You're talking about a man you haven't seen for 18 years. People do change.
You don't know him, Ollie.
Well, this is my chance to get to know him. Come in with me. You've got to face your fears. Don't stay in here.
I can't go in there. Really, I can't.
Okay. Well, I'll get rid of him as soon as I can.
Oh, yeah?
Where is everyone?
Hi, John.
Hiya.
Jason's gone over to his girlfriend's. Emily's over at the old lady's. And Madam's gone off in a huff.
Oh, Nicky, why?
Well, I had to go at her for repeating my private conversation to the neighbours, so she stormed off into the bedroom. And apparently Emily and Melanie were in there playing tapes, so she was moaning she had nowhere to revise and walked off.
Oh, I thought the girls were getting their own bedrooms.
Yeah, we haven't had planning permission from the council, so I haven't been able to sort it.
I knew there was something I was supposed to do. I forgot to drop the planning application form down at the council.
Well, just remember, I can't sort it until that form goes in.
Where do you go?
For a pint. It's allowed, isn't it? Don't fancy listening to you two gabbing all night.
Oh, you never know. You might learn something.
I very much doubt it. See ya.
Oh, I can't believe I forgot to drop that application form off. Matt's not me home with all this ginger business going on. I know, but we've got it all sewn up now. I'm not so sure. Come on, Marg, it's obvious. He's had his bit, and now he doesn't want around telling everyone.
But it's not as simple as that. That Gerald Martin one might keep his brains in his trousers, but he's not stupid. No, there's more to this than meets the eye.
I suppose you could say I spent most of my time studying.
Yeah, he's got degrees in everything.
So, have you decided what you're going to do? About a job?
I make money out of writing articles and books. But I'm always on the lookout for something new. I don't suppose there are any vacancies where you are.
I know. There doesn't seem to be a lot of jobs on offer in Liverpool, period. Down south, that looks a much brighter prospect.
Yeah, but you could ask, couldn't you?
No harm in asking.
I was only joking.
So was I.
No, I don't think working in a bookshop is really my thing. I was just telling, Ollie that I don't think that working in a bookshop is really my thing. What do you think, Eleanor?
I've no idea.
But then again, I, would never have pictured you as a solicitor.
Really? I just came in to find out what we were going to do about supper.
Oh, I hadn't really thought.
Well, you'll stay for supper, won't you?
Oh, well. Hadn't planned to.
Oh, go on, for me.
Well, if you're sure you don't mind.
No, of course not. You're more than welcome.
I know you're upset, but I just think that...
Oh, I know exactly what you think. You've written me off already.
Oh, come on, Ben. I didn't say that.
You didn't have to. It's written all over your face. And me mum's every time she comes in to see me. You've got no idea what it's like being stuck here like this.
I know that.
You don't know how humiliating it is. Having a catheter attached to you 24 hours a day. Never getting a wash unless someone else comes in to do it for you.
Don't, Ben.
What? Make you feel uncomfortable, does it? Getting all the gory details. Well, imagine what it's like having to live like this.
Are you all right? Do you want me to pour you some water?
No. I just want to get up and walk out of here.
Look, I know you're upset. I'll go and get a cup of tea. Give it a chance to calm down.
I don't know. Why can't you just put all your dirty clothes in the wash basket instead of having me traipsing all around the house? I mean, there isn't a maid that comes in to do all this stuff, you know. It's all left to me.
I'm sorry.
I keep going on about the same things, but nothing ever changes.
I hope you relax. What do you think you're doing?
I'm getting your swimming stuff out. I'm doing the washing.
Well, get me some. I'm not ready
All right. Take it out then.
Do you know what to do for me? I'm going upstairs.
Hey, hang on a minute. Why won't you show me? What is it you don't want me to see?
Nothing, Dad, just being nosy.
Right. I want to see what's in that bag now.
I don't want to. You can't make me.
Gemma, if I have to take that bag off you and look inside there myself, then I will. Now, I'm giving you the chance to show me yourself.
Dad, no, why?
Why won't you show me? What have you got in there, cigarettes or something?
No, I haven't. How could you even think that? I don't have to tell you everything. You keep secrets from me and Leo. Some things are just private.
I'll be back! Oh!
What's the matter?
What's up? I was trying to get the water. I'll be back! Be back! I'll call a doctor. Help me, please!
Oh, God, Ben, I should never have left you.
Please, please.
Was Prisoner scary as it looks on the television?
I'm sure Marcus doesn't want to talk about that.
Not the usual after-dinner conversation.
It's just that I want to find out more about you.
And you will. But not all in one day, eh? I think it was time I was leaving.
Do you have to?
Well, I'm sure Marcus must have other places to go.
Yes. Ollie and Eleanor have been more than hospitable.
Well, I'll walk round to the bus stop with you. I'll just get my coat.
Well, it was good to meet you, and I hope you have a safe journey home, wherever that might be. Have you got far to go?
No, not really. I've got a hostel booked in the city centre. Yeah, I've got some things to do around here.
Oh, really? I didn't realise you were familiar with Liverpool.
Oh, I didn't think you knew me that well to make that sort of assumption. Once again, thanks for your hospitality.
Goodbye.
I'll no doubt see you again.
No doubt.
Eleanor, it's been good to see you again, too.
I was beginning to think he'd never leave.
He's planning to stay around. This is a nightmare. Please, wake me up and tell me this is all a horrible dream.
I only wish I could.
Ellen is coming up and coming out in a moment to her parents in a Chinese restaurant. They'll be having indigestion for starters, next on 4.